Hello students. So in this video, you will find MCQs, data for mains, examples and case studies for mains. Now the first segment, that is MCQs, is important from prelims point of view, and the second and third part would help you to enrich your mains answer writing. Now these MCQs are framed based on today's Indian Express newspaper as per our UPSC pattern. And the data as well as examples are also from today's newspaper. So my mode of operation will be, I'll give you 5 MCQs. First, try to attempt all the MCQs and write your score in the comments below. Then I'll explain the news part that is given in today's newspaper and segregate the data as well as examples for you so that you can add that in your notes as well. So let's get started. So the first question is, consider the correct statements about governor. First, governor is appointed by Prime Minister. Second, governor must act on the advice of Council of Ministers all the times. Option A, one only, B, two only, C, both, D, none. Moving forward, question second, consider correct statements about FCRA. The Finance Ministry acts as a nodal ministry for its implementation. Second, FCRA prohibits receipts of foreign funds by journalists. Again, options are one only, two only, both, none. Question number 3. Consider correct statements about Indian defense. First, during 2017 to 21, India was largest importer of arms as per CIPRI. Second, recently India inaugurated its first indigenous aircraft carrier named INS Sindhu. Same options. Question 4. Correct statement about satellite launch vehicle. PSLV is 3-stage engine and GSLV is 4-stage engine. PSLV is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. GSLV is Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. Same options. And last question of the day is, consider correct statement about orbits and launch vehicles. Only PSLV can be used for low Earth orbits. GSLV can be used for both lower and higher Earth orbits. Same options, one only, two only, both, none. Now try to attempt all the 5 questions and mention your scores below. So the first news item is, Kerala governor tells 9 vice chancellors to quit by today. CPM hits back. Now the Supreme Court has given its verdict related to appointment of vice chancellor of a university as illegal and void ab initio, which means appointment was declared void since its inception. So in that respect, Kerala governor has sought resignation from 9 vice chancellors, which have started tussle between the governor as well as the party members of current government. So given the recent controversies related to governor as well as the state governments, the topic of governor becomes very important. That's why I have given one question related to it. Next news is related to space. GS3, ISRO's heaviest launch rocket places 36 satellites in low Earth orbit. So, in the direction of spreading its wings in commercial market, ISRO has launched 36 satellites of a UK-based customer, which have bolstered its reputation as a serious player in the commercial satellite market. So, this is a very good development in the space sector, where ISRO is continuously marking its stamp in this sector. And given the formation of in space our market share will continuously going to increase in future years. So the next topic is related to governance, related to FCRA, that is Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. What is FCRA? When can an NGO's registration be cancelled? So FCRA is Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, governed by, comes under Home Ministry. Home Ministry. Under it, those entities needs to be registered which may get funding from foreign sources, for example NGOs or any charitable organizations. Now this law was first enacted in 1976 during emergency by Indira Gandhi government amid apprehension that foreign powers may be interfering in India's affairs by pumping funds through independent organizations. And later it was amended in 2010. So under it, there are various conditions as to where to be registered and how to be registered. No need to go into details because it is not relevant. Just read this part only. This act prohibits receipts of foreign funds by candidates for elections for obvious reasons, journalists or newspapers and media broadcast companies, judges, government servants, etc. So basically, it has certain exceptions to which people under those categories cannot sought for foreign funding due to national security and other reasons. Further, who can cancel the license? Obviously, central government can cancel the license based on various reasons. So that's it about this news item. Now moving. So the next news item is related to security. So in this editorial, as per CPRI report, India was largest importer of arms in period 2017 to 2021, with around 11% of share in the total imports across the world. So this was the data for 2017 to 2021. Now our current target is to export $5 billion per year of defense items by 2025. That target was reiterated by our Honorable Prime Minister during Defense Expo 2022. So this is the one data. This is another. These two data to be kept in mind, can be used in mains answer writing in introduction part. Now moving forward, this news item is related to cybersecurity. Hackers breach Iran's atomic energy agency. So this can be used as an example for cyber crimes or cyber threats at international level. So it would enrich your mains answers. And the next news item is related to Indian diaspora. So here also there is a data that currently Indian migrants are being governed under Immigration Act 1983, and further India ranks as #1 in terms of international migrants and remittances, and Gulf alone accounts for close to 50% of Indian migrants. So this is another data that is first is the act, that is 1983, and second is number of migrants, so that is India ranks first. So add these facts to your mains notes. And another news item related to Indian diaspora is Rishi Sunak has become the UK Prime Minister. So the Indian diaspora is reaching to highest offices of different countries. This example can be given in that respect. And the last case study of today's newspaper with respect to elections is in Haryana Panchayat polls, anti-liquor squad guards Jind village to stop flow of alcohol cash. So here civil society has taken initiative to guard the villages to stop flow of alcohol and cash so that free and fair elections can be conducted. So this can be cited as an example or case study where civil society can be included in the election process to make it more free and fair election process. So these are the news items as well as the case studies for today's newspaper. Now let us move forward in the last section of our today's analysis, that is answers of our MCQs. So the first question was, consider the correct statements about the governor. So the governor is appointed by Prime Minister. No, as you all know, the governor is appointed by President on advice of Council of Ministers. So first statement is wrong. Second statement, governor must act on advice of Council of Ministers all the times. Now, if you all can refer to Article 163, it is clearly mentioned that governor can act under his discretion at times. So this is also wrong. And further, you can also use your common sense that it is saying must act, which is a very strong statement. So 9 out of 10 times, these kind of statements will be wrong. So you can take a calculated risk as well. So both are wrong. The answer is D, none. Next question is, consider the correct statement about FCRA. The Finance Ministry acts as nodal ministry for its implementation. Now, as we have discussed, it is Home Ministry, and not the Finance Ministry. So this is also wrong. FCRA prohibits receipts of foreign funds by journalists. Yeah, journalists plus election candidates as well as other categories as well. So this is right. So answer is B only. Now, moving for third question, consider correct statement about India's defense. First is, during 2017 to 21, India was largest importer of arms. Largest importer of arms. Yeah. Wait. So third question is, consider the correct statement about India's defense. During 2017 to 2021, India was largest importer. Yes, we have discussed it. Second, recently, India inaugurated its first indigenous aircraft carrier. Yes. Named INS Sindhu Raksak. No. This is not INS Sindhu Raksak, but this is INS Vikrant. So second statement is wrong. Answer is one only. Fourth is correct statement about satellite launch vehicles. PSLV is 3-stage engine. GSLV is 4-stage engine. Now, if you look at these options carefully, I have interchanged the options. PSLV is 4-stage engine. GSLV is 3-stage engine. PSLV comprises of solid, liquid, 4-stage. GSLV, solid, liquid, and last third stage is gaseous or cryogenic part. So option is D. And last question of the day, consider correct statements about orbits and launch vehicles. Only PSLV can be used for low Earth orbits. And second statement is GSLV can be used for both lower and higher Earth orbits. Now, if you see at both these statements, these both statements are contradicting to each other. It is saying that it can be used for both lower and higher Earth orbit. If this is right, then this cannot be right, because it is saying that only PSLV can be used for low Earth orbit. So we all know that GSLV can be used for both lower and higher Earth orbit, because in today's newspaper we have discussed that ISRO has launched 36 commercial satellites in lower Earth orbit with the help of GSLV Mark III. So second statement is correct. So automatically first becomes wrong. Answer is B only. So these were the 5 questions of the day. Now comment your scores below, and please subscribe to this channel so that I can make daily videos comprising of MCQs as well as examples for your mains preparation. So thank you. And related to today's newspaper, as the print edition of 25th and 26th October newspaper is not available in Jaipur region, so I have not made yesterday's as well as today's news analysis video. From tomorrow onwards, I'll make these videos on daily basis. Thank you.